What you saying? What you doing? How's it going out for you? I think I'm really gonna miss Princess Bubblegum this game. It was fun. I don't think I can ever replace him. Malphite gonna be the first ban out for Team Blue, which is now Team Noobius, and Blitzcrank gonna be the first ban coming out for Fun Times. Of course, they are missing one, so they are not they're not legit Fun Times, but they're mostly Fun Times. I hear they're pretty cool guys. Malphite with their first ban out, of course, that team fight ultimate dynamic, and he is actually really dangerous top lane. He takes a lot of damage early game, but he dishes out way more late game than you can deal with his tankiness. It's ridiculous. Kha'Zix's going to be the second ban coming out from them as well. A lot of burst coming out from Kha'Zix. A very popular ban these days. He does have great burst, and he's got great mobility as well. And Lee Sin going to be the ban coming out from Purple Team, which is actually the red team, because everybody here is colorblind. Right? Oh, well, Lee Sin is going to be... Lee Sin, just blind. But yeah, Lee Sin going to be banned out, so is Evelynn. They're going for the Evelynn ban again. Apparently their mid does not like Eve. Really doesn't. The Cho'Gath is going to be the ban coming out for the blue team. It's going to be the ban coming out from Noobius. Noobius did not like that Cho from last game. Apparently thought it was a pretty damn good Cho. And they're not going to let them have it again. Big thing to note, Shen is available. And there he is. So is a Mumu. Look at that. Look at that. The two big guys gonna get picked out instantly. So there is gonna be a Mumu in this game. You're gonna see a Mumu jungle. Don't count on a lane Mumu. Lane Mumu just doesn't exist. Support Mumu, by the way. Always good. Don't know why people don't roll it more. Iwoba's yeah, again, he is gonna pick up that Shen. What is Nan Kimchi thinking? Sitting there playing with his team. He does look in as a misfortune. It may be a Shen support. That could be funny to see. But I'm thinking we're going to try and... I'm thinking both teams are going to try and get a Taric coming out. Taric works perfectly with Misfortune. And they did so well with it last game. Sorry. They actually did so well with their Leona last game. Their Leona was pretty good against that Taric combo. Maybe a Taric's going to get picked up now. It is! Cryptic Nexus jumping right on that Taric with the opportunity to do so. Yep, Sidria, we do have some new players. This is Team Noobius, Maximus from the Auckland region over on the blue team, taking away game 1, coming into game 2 now. And on the red team, of course, we do have Fun Times, which were the semi-finalists down on Wellington, second only to Full Hen Tai, who have now changed their name so that it is no longer Hentai, but Hen and Tai. Cheers for that change, guys. It's completely different. It's not even the same. Ooh, Kaifa, I'm thinking of going for... No, I didn't think so. I was thinking Urgot? No. Urgot is a very underplayed ADC for a very good reason. He can get out decent burst, but he needs the side of it. He needs perfect control of it, and Israel is just far more perfect for that. Ooh, we may be seeing Alalawi is going to be back on the support. So Nan Kimchi does take over the ADC role directly from Princess Bubblegum, and Lalawi is going to go for that Lulu. Ooh, if we do see an Ari mid, we may see quite a lot of burst and a lot of roaming coming out from Team Fun Times. Both of these teams have stated that they have been practicing quite a lot for the new season of League of Legends Esports in New Zealand. It's going to be big, guys. It is going to be big. And you guys can keep up to date all the time right here on the stream. I will be covering every single important tournament. All the non-important ones I won't be at. I don't know. They don't want me there, it's all good. Right now I am following the first 4 tournaments coming out for NZ, and I am the official shoutcaster for Barcraft NZ League of Legends as well, so you guys can follow an actual esports circuit. Turkit, totally. Ooh, Legendary does not lock in as that Ari. He is going to pick the top laner, or potentially the jungle. Unless they decide to go Olaf mid, they do have quite a lot of AD coming out. And to be honest, it's far easier to build... Sorry, it is far easier to build an armor tank than it is to build a magic resist tank these days. Vortex of Souls does manage to pick up in that mid. He has got the Brand. Brand is a very, very strong mid and teamfight champion. Krazek is just playing with me because I didn't say hi to him when he came in that first room. Pick a champion, Krazek! Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. There he goes. He's gonna stick with his Jace. Go for that Jace. Is he gonna go Jace, mate? No. Gonna be a top Jace coming out from him again. Are we gonna see another lane swap? I'm thinking Fun Times do like those lane swaps, and they do have a good opportunity for a lane swap, considering they do have Shen. They've got massive tankiness and sustain coming out from him early game. So we may see another lane swap, and it is gonna be an Ari. So even though Vortex of Souls does pick up that Brand, they're going to stick with that Ari and going to hope that they've got enough mobility to keep away from him. And it is Keyfam on Brand again. Oh, sorry, Keyfam in mid again. It isn't a move. Oh, no, it's not. I was thinking they weren't switching there, and I was like, it's going to be an Amumu support, come on! But it didn't happen. I was going to be like, I should have just thought, you know, Taric jungle? What? No? Just no. But that was close. I don't know. I was pretty happy to see that. That's happened. Try and do that in the Modestly Awesome, by the way. It is a decent combo, considering then you have a really strong position open. You've got the jungle position open, and you've still got the ult available from Amumu, so it can still devastate teamfights ridiculously. But that is going to be the lineup. Big shout out to all the players now over on Team Noobius Maximus. We got T Panda, Kaifam, Cryptic Nexus. Sorry, it is Keyfam, not Kaifam, because that's apparently how names work. T-Panda, Keyfam, Cryptic Nexus, Vortex of Souls, and Krazek. What's up, Krazek? Stop messing with me, man. Stop messing with me. I said hi. You have my affection already. And of course, over on Team Fun Times and Friends, it is going to be Nan Kimchi. I Wobazo. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I Wobe, though. Close enough. Lalawi, Legendary, and Summoner Mikal. Is Keyfam ripping on me again? He is. He's going key. Yes, okay, I get it, man. You unlock chests. Or indeed in Binding of Isaac item rooms. Go check out Binding of Isaac if you can, guys. Ridiculously awesome game. And also ridiculously and refreshingly addictive. Which isn't always good, come to think of it, but especially for us League players. Here we go. The game is now 150 minutes. 150 minutes. I mean 1 minute and 50 seconds. 150 minutes. Going in for the delay remaining. Let me just check out some of the lane combos and teamfight dynamics in the top lane, which we may not see considering they did go for that switch last game, and they do have the ability to do it now. They've got a lot of sustain on Lulu, and they've got great tankiness coming out from my Wobazo, and he can be anywhere on the map once he hits level 6. So we'll see if they go for that switch again. But anyway, in the top lane, it is going to be Jace versus Shen. Now, Jace does have a good amount of range on Shen in general, and he does well in the top lane against Shen. But Shen can tank past him, and if his dash catches him, he can put out a lot of damage. I do think that would go to Jace in general, though. Sorry about that. In the bot lane, it is a toss-up. Lulu... there is a cleanse sitting on MF, so I do think it would go to the MF Lulu combo, considering they can negate the dazzle coming out from Taric if they go for an all-in. And honestly, the sustain with the shields and the ultimate and the extra attacks coming out from Lulu when she puts help picks onto Misfortune is ridiculous. So I really would give the lane to them at the moment. They have the sustain, they have the poke that they need, and they have the ability to render Taric's stun useless. over in the mid lane. It is a bit of a toss-up again, but I'm thinking early game, it's going to be that dominance from Brand, because he does have the ability to catch Ahri off guard. Late game, though, Ahri's mobility is ridiculous, and she is a very, mid-game rather. Not too sure about late game Ahri. Some people say it can drop off. She does have a little bit of true damage on her, so depends how she uses her spells, and if she gets off a good amount of damage, a good mix of it, and on enough people in the team. Wow! What am I doing? I am actually letting a white screen show. Enjoy that white screen. League of Legends, please don't break, because I wasn't selecting you. Please don't break. Is it going to work? It's going to help me. Oh, it does that thing where it goes into the corner and doesn't love me anymore, but it's not going to do that now, so me happy. Look at all them golds. Ah, so fun. Nan Kim's on the gold all the way. So it is going to be 4 golds versus 3 golds, and that 1 versus 2 silver. That happened. Let's see if they do go for the invade. I'm thinking there is the dazzle available on Tarek, depending on who he gets it on, but the Team 1 fight can easily go in Funtime's favor at the moment. So they may be going for that invade to try and shut down a Mumu. Keyfam, what is up with your internet? You are either downloading something very, very large, or you're working with a potato. Who does the potato go to today? I forgot to do the potato of the day, guys. It is sort of going to Vortex of Souls right now, running on his potato. But his potato is, I think he's got like a ring of potatoes combined together so they collect energy quicker. Because he's actually, I don't know, he's loading decently fast. But yeah. Vortex of Souls, the potato of the day. Just by the way, I think Princess Bubblegum was the potato of the day actually, but seeing as he's not in game 2, I'm not going to give him the potato of the day. It's not going to be not worth it at all. Not even slightly. And again, you see there are no teleports coming out from either team in this game either. Teleport is just such a strong fight dynamic when it comes to lanes. You can really get in the middle of them and turn 2v2s into a 3v2 just like that. It is also great to have a Twisted Fate as well in the recruitment there. It's just a great combo. It's good for lane aggression, but it doesn't always take over the late game. It can do though. Anyway, we are jumping into game at number 2. Of course, 1 win to Noobius Maximus, who are now over on the blue side. And Funtimes sitting over on that red time now. Funtimes and friends. Let me just line up all of the junglers and everything for you. Because that's how nice I am. That's what I do. I organize things for you guys. There we go. Lulu and Tarek. The 2 ADCs down above. There's the 2 mids and the 2 tops. Let's see if we do get that lane switch we're looking for. If we see an invade, which it is quite level 1 dominance coming out from Funtimes. Is it going to be enough though? Is it going to be enough? Big shout out to Lolminium. Just cause. And thank you, Perkle, for moderating the stream. While I have no time to look at the chat, because there are people like Princess Bubblegum that'll just make names like that. Yeah. If you guys are joining late on the stream, Princess Bubblegum is a cool guy. Just saying. This level 1, it is going for an invade. They're trying to catch Jace off guard. Jace does have sight of them. Let me just check. Oh, they are going to go in here, even though Jace does have the sight. There it is! We are going to see a flash dash onto Crossix. That's going to be the first blood, and it does go to Shin. Great flash dash coming out from Iwobizo, and they may be looking to grab this blue, because now they have that first blood. They're pretty happy with controlling anything. They do have the site there with their own ward. Surprisingly, Tarek not putting down a ward. He may be looking to do that now, though. There we go. He does put it down, so they may be looking to get that ward off. If they were paying attention, they could have taken out that ward right away. They are going to go for that blue buff. Let's see if let's see if Noobius Maximus responds to it. But it is not going to be a blue buff there for Cryptic Nexus. Is Cryptic Nexus able to go and steal that blue buff from Red's side? Are they going to go into Funtime's jungle and try and grab a blue? Or is Cryptic Nexus going to try and play it safe and go for an early gank and hope for the best. Let's see what happens. But that was a great level 1 coming in. Good dash from Shen. Was a flash dash, so his flash is down early game. But it is best if you're going to have your flash down in the early game, you want it right at the beginning, so you do get it back up pretty quickly. Let me just check out what has happened in the bot lanes. It is going to be long swords and health pots coming out from the ADCs. Of course, we do have that assist on Misfortune, so she grabbed a ward, trying to help out that Lulu, and there's the aggression from Wobazo. It is not going to be a lane swap coming out at all, and it is quite a trade and aggression. Quasix, you did not get off that knock. You did not get off that knocker. You did not get off the right amount of damage that you needed to. None of them have gone for none of them have gone for Flask. No crystalline flasks coming out from the top lanes. It is happening in the mid for Brand, though, looking to really put the hurt down on... Oh, Cryptic Nessus is caught in the jungle here, and he does not have blue. Summoner Mikael does. And I'm thinking this could be it. But down goes the sun. Wow! It's going to be a kill, actually, on... oh, God, that was very, very close. I did not see it back coming out from Ari. But, yeah, Brand coming in there, getting a stun off on him, and enough damage to warrant a kill. So... very, very close. Nearly a death on Cryptic Nexus, who did get that damage in the late game. And who did that kill go? That kill did go to Cryptic Nexus. So Cryptic now has a blue. Free blue for Cryptic. Didn't really matter if you took my blue. I'm going to get a kill and get a blue. Didn't even matter. Oh, wow. He has already grabbed himself a Spirit Stone. And down goes the stun from Panda. Lala, we're not going to be using that cleanse. Very, very good decision. Saving that cleanse for something that is actually influential, as T-Panda and, as Vortex of Soul wasn't able to jump on T-Panda's initiate. And it's going to be double blue for... Oh, sorry. Summoner Mikael did lose blue to that death. He could have used that blue for Ari, so it is very sad. They could have used that greatly to their advantage and grabbed their mid blue and had blue on Olaf, but they weren't able to do that at all. And that great play coming out from Brand did manage to get that kill off on them. It is 1 for 1. And the gold gap has already started just that tiny bit already in favor to Noobius. Sorry, to Fun Times actually. So it is going in the opposite direction these days. The sun is out on Nankimchi. There is the bandage toss. Nankimchi may go down. Is it going to be a flash coming out from her? She has already burnt it to get away, so it is not going to be a flash coming out of her. Wow, they did not sustain enough damage. Vortex of Soul did not come back. Was his arcane shit? It was down. So we couldn't necessarily follow up on that. He could have done a flash into an ignite though. It would have burned it, but they may have been able to pick up a kill on Nankimchi. But that would have left them vulnerable for Lala to come in. And Nankimchi is now on the support, so I do eat my words that, the player swap did go out, and it is Lalawi on the ADC instead of on the support. Of course, he was that Leona last game. And Nankimchi taking away the support position. A lot of aggression on there. Summoner Mikael still sticking to his jungle for a while. He is open for a death if a Mumu came and played in the jungle, but he is nowhere near that right now. Let me just check out what has been happening in the lanes. It is dominance in mid from Brand, although they do have a support, an assist each. He is going in the way of double Dorans. He's going for a lot of sustain with that flask as well. And he's already 10 CS ahead. And the aggression up top continues. Iwobazo is very comfortable with taking out Krasix. This does happen with Shen though. As I was saying before, I said that last game, especially with Jax. But Jax went... Jax did go jungle in that last game. Jax up at top especially does get really destroyed by Shen early game. But coming past level 6 up to level 7 and 8, I think is really that pickup point. He does scale way better than Shen. Shen just has to get a little bit more tanky. He doesn't have the damage output, and that level 6 Jax is really strong. Let's see if Jace can pull off the same stuff as it looks like he is getting the knockbacks. And he does get the speed as well. Iwobazo does not try to jump on that, but Krasix is playing a Krasix. I don't even know how to say that. Not even close. But he does get he is playing quite aggressively, and he's staying in lane, even though Iwobazo does have all the sustain he needs. He's trying to stay in lane, and he may be going back to get a crystal flask. I wouldn't expect it though. But we do have Kai-Fi. He is straying from mid every now and then, trying to put the hurt on Olaf. And it has worked several times. Brutalizer is the first thing purchased on Misfortune. That is a very interesting tactic going out. Going straight for that Black Cleaver, not going for the Bloodthirster. That does put you ahead a little bit of damage, but it doesn't. If you skip out on that Bloodthirster, there is a lot of damage that you're missing out on. But you do get the shred into that early and mid game and into that late game. The shred does work very, very well for him. Who did that blue actually go to? Let me just double check on that. It did go to the mid. Keyfam does manage to get that blue for his brand, and Krasix is still getting the hurt from Iwobazo at top. He's still taking a lot of damage. Ari has responded in kind. I really would have thought it was going to be a Haunting Guys out for Ari early game, but no, looking for that double Dorans as well. Both double Dorans out from mid. Let's see who can sustain it. Early game as the attacks do go out on Nankinchi, but someone Mikael is here. He may be able to land it. He does manage to land one attack, and he does throw out. He didn't even need that undertow. He still managed to pick up that kill for Misfortune on Tarek. So it does look like Fun Times is picking up in the game. Legendary taking a lot of damage. Is going to be ulting out though, as they do have sight of that bush. He is staying in. Oh no, Keyfam may be able to pick up the damage. There goes the Ignite on Legendary, but it is not going to be enough. Ooh, there is the heart. Does manage to land on Keyfam. Oh! Wow, okay, that Vortex of Soul just barely missing that ult. But Lala is still taking a lot of damage. If Vortex of Soul had saved that ult a little bit longer, he could have used it right here and now. But he did not land a single blow on that ult. A little bit unfortunate for that Ezreal. What is happening with that long sword on Jace? And a long sword on Jace. We may see now an attack from Iwobazo. It is going to happen. No, we may see from Israel sorry, it is going to be that thing with the stuff in the Vamp Scepter. It is going to be Vamp Scepter out for Israel. I'm thinking could go into a Phage. Again, last game he went the same. He did go Israel. He did go straight for he did go Last Whisper into. Sorry, he did go for Bloodthirster into the Last Whisper. Let's see if he stays with the same build or if he mixes it up, because he still has the opportunity to mix it up. He can do it if he wants to. I'm having fun swiveling on my chair here. I've got a bed behind me, so I'm safe. I'm not going to fall over. Anyway, Amumu does go straight for that needlessly large belt, which is actually not the name of it, but it is. It would be if it was an AP item. Needlessly, it's going to be a giant belt. Needlessly going to be a giant belt. It's going to be a giant belt out from him, which of course does go into that Spirit of the Lizard Elder, I believe, which is the epic tank item for junglers to date. That flask still working way in Brand's favor. You can see that farm coming out from him, 20 CS ahead already. But the gold count is still in Fun Time's favor. This is sort of a switch from the game before. Both the switch and staying normal, because Fun Times did have the early lead last game. Oh, down goes the ult from Cryptic Nessus, going in there, getting that ult off, and here comes Shen. Is he going to get the dash on the entire enemy team? He does. He's going to try and focus down T-Panda. Is he going to be allowed to get the kill? He does manage to pick it up. Nankimchi ulting herself. She is kiting them around everywhere. But Lulu, you have sight. Sorry, the enemy does have sight in that bush. Is Vortex of Soul going to be able to get away? Down goes the stun on him. Iwobazo does manage to pick up the kill. It is going to be the jungler versus the top. Iwobazo does not have enough sustain to take out Cryptic Nessus. Double flash going out. Legendary may come in there, may pick up the kill. He does manage to miss the heart, but the tankiness is out from Iwobazo. Kaifam coming in as well. This is a massive sustained fight going on here. Is it going to be enough? Kaifam does not manage to land the Pillar of Flame. He does get juked just a little bit. It wasn't even that much of a juke, but he does not land that Pillar of Flame. He could have gotten the kill on Iwobazo, I'm sure of it, but he missed that out, as it was I believe it was a 2 for 3, 2 for 1, 3 for something. People died, I couldn't follow it. Anyway, down goes the ult from Lala, where he does pick up a kill on Brand. Brand stayed bot a little bit too long. There was a lot of warding out from both teams, so I'm not sure what it was doing there. I was too busy trying to figure out who died and who lived, as it was so broken up. Someone in Mikael does get the ignite on him, but not going to be followed up from Krasix. He's not going to switch out. And Lala, you are in a dangerous. Wow! Ult going down from Vortex of Souls, right into an arcane shift. Couple of Qs coming out from him as well. That is the end of Misfortune. And here is some devastating play coming out from Megapad, which is actually not their name. Sorry, it is Team Noobius Maximus. That is definitely one scary Shin coming up. Yeah, Jace, you're definitely right, and I'm not sure how well you scale against him. And of course, he's been fed a little bit. He's sitting 4-0, getting those kills down a bot. And Sisat, I can't believe he lived through that fight. That was ridiculous. Kill count is still in favor of Fun Times, even though they did get that massive burst shot out on Misfortune. She still has 2 kills. 1 down from that Israel, and she does have an assist up on him as well. So, let me and a little bit of farm up on him as well. Krauser's getting happy at the turret. Look at that. That is 100 gold difference, so it is not very influential for the ADCs at this point. And it is going to, yeah, that Brutalizer is out on that Misfortune early. She has managed to get a Vamp Scepter as well. Not going to be maining out that Black Cleaver. Is it not going to be the same? Is it just not going to be the same? We do have Keyfam. I hate your name! Keyfam and Cryptic Nexus coming up top. We're seeing if the gank is going to go out as Cryptic Nexus does have the Bandage Toss available. But there is a jungler as well. The Undertow goes out. They're not going to give them a single chance for this. Not even just one. We'll see if Cryptic Nexus does decide to path back though. Nope, he's going to get way out of there. And yes, Iwobizo does go for that, for the Sunfire Cape early game. Tanking up massively. Look at that. There's just no damage coming out from Jace. Just not enough. I'm surprised he didn't main out a Brutalizer so we could get more damage out from him. As Iwobizo is still scaling past him, even at level 10. That is pretty devastating. And it is going to be it's going to be a mirror jungle build coming out from both of the junglers, although it is a Ruby Crystal out from someone in Mikal as well, looking to get a lot of damage on his Reckless Swing, I believe it is. Just double check that for you, sorry. Yeah, it is that Reckless Swing sitting on 64 health. Now Kimchi does manage to hold herself down a pot. We do see a jump from Shin. That is why you do not let a Shin into a game. They do not play nice. They ult on people who are about to die and dash on you. Dash on your face, giving them another kill, and now they have the opportunity to grab that Baron. Nam Kimchi is going to be shielding Iwobizo, and they may be able to pick up this. This dragon. This is going to be interesting, though. If Keyfam can come in here and ult all of them, they can get quite a lot of knockups and potentially kill Nam Kimchi. It is not going to be a steal. It is a very close call. Keyfam nearly got the steal off on that, but he was just a second too late. Actually, no. Scratch that. He was a second too early. That actually went to Legendary. So very good pickup from them. Great lane control. Great use of that Shen ult. And very good, just to put a note on it, someone like Mikal staying up top and protecting that top lane. That is one of the biggest issues that Shen teams out there have. Their Shen dissipates, he just disappears from top lane and goes bot or mid with his ultimate to jump into a team fight. But then the enemy top lane takes over and destroys his turret. So that is the trade-off you usually have, but you don't see that coming in here. So they do have someone in Mikal up at top, waiting to take over that lane. And he's doing pretty well for himself as well. That's 2 assists. And there is that top turret gone down in favor of Fun Times. It does look like Noobius are having a lot of problems this game. But again, they did lose the early game last game, and they picked up a lot late game. So we'll see if they do the exact same here. But I think Fun Times are in a very, very good position. That Lulu is going to help out so much in team fights. They have a very, very tanky Shin and Olaf, and a lot of damage is going to come out from Lala, where if they get any knockups at all on the enemy team from the Lulu ult, from Legendary as well, getting at a taunt. I keep on forgetting what that is called here. It is called Charm. So if we do see a jump game out from her, that is going to be so much damage happening from Lalawi's ult. Of course, he is focusing on getting out a Bloodthirster now, but he did main getting out the Brutalizer just for that extra kick in his abilities. Flash going out from Nan Kimchi. That is a waste of a flash. Bye bye flash from Nan Kimchi. He thought he wanted to get into the bush very quickly and play with the bush. That happens. And yes, it is going to be another Warmogs wins game, but it is going to be swapping for the teams. Now, it is Fun Times. Looking at it was Noobius in the other And the other, oh, yeah, it was Noobius tanking up last game with the Warmugs, and it's going to be switching over with Funtimes doing it this time while they win. And the ult going down on Lalawi. Is he going to jump on this turret? He may be able to pick up the kill here. No, he's going to be pushed back, even though there was a little team fight happening up here as well. Let me just keep an eye on what is going down, as it is a 4 versus 5 down at this bot lane. 5 for Funtimes, but Nankimchi is going to be forced out of there. And it is not 5, it is actually 4. Because I can't count, and there is a Shin top lane. So it is actually a 4v4 down at the bot. We'll see if Shin's able to stick at this turret and do whatever he wants. He practically can. There we go, the Bloodthirster is now finished on Lalawi. That burst is going to be so significant, and that ult in teamfights is just going to be very, very useful. Look at the damage from Shin! He has scaled way past Krasik. I thought Krasik might be able to pick up, because Shin's tankiness usually means like he doesn't have enough damage output, but his damage output is just staying with him very, very strong. And Krasik hasn't tanked up that much. He has got himself a Phage, and he's got himself a Brutalizer, which will be turning into a Black Cleaver as well. He doesn't have the Ruby Crystal already out for that. Too bad, looking for a little bit of ward kill. Everybody cheer for the ward kill. Hell yeah. And so I can eat my words on both of the junglers. They did get the Spirit Stone out, and they did go for the Giant's Belt, but they didn't go for Spirit of the Lizard Elder. That didn't happen. We do see a Sunfire coming out from a Mumu. Very good decision from him. And it is going to be a Warmogs, as you can see, as we were talking about before already, on Summoner Miko, which does scale with his abilities a little bit. Look at that damage from Iwobizo. He doesn't even take any damage. He just kicks ass and takes net. He does what he wants, man. Very good team communication coming out from them as well. That is one thing that is key to good Shin players, team communication. He may be looking here to do a 2v1, but he is smart enough to jump out of it. Okay, he's getting out of there. This may go on to a game 3 as the cleanse goes out from Lalawi. Did look to take out T-Panda's stun, but they do not manage to turn back on it and get a kill. It is sort of an equal sustain there. Do note that it is 20 minutes in the game. Down goes the ult, and we do see Shin coming in from on Lalawi, and CD Pan is going to be going down. If Nankimchi can get a speed up, wow, that is just not enough. Good flash, and I thought the Ignite was on her enough. Another flash taunt from Iwobizo, like we saw in the beginning of the game, and Legendary is going to go on the cleanup squad. Finishing off that Taric as well. Cryptic Nexus is at the turret. He's looking to use the turret to sustain enough damage. Is Nankimchi going to even go down? No! Nankimchi is alive! And they may even be able to get sort of this, not this unofficial ace, but maybe get a 4 for nothing exchange. No, it is going to be a 3 for nothing. Cryptic Nexus just barely getting out of there. But look at that. Funtimes coming out of nowhere. I'm sorry, Princess Bubblegum. You being replaced by Nankimchi, that was the win coming out. Princess Bubblegum was the one holding Funtimes back. Keep it on record, guys. Nankimchi coming in here for Funtimes. Maybe they'll be able to pick up the second game, and we will move into a third. That'll be kind of cool to see. It's good to see that it's not a complete stomp in any of the sense. And there we do see what I said before coming into play, that Shin has abandoned the top lane. Nobody was there to pick up from him, and Jace has complete free farm of it. He's picked up in farm. He's 166. He doesn't have the same kills as Shin, but he still grabbed that turret in top lane, and he doesn't have to babysit it anymore. He can feel free to jump in the turrets all he wants. And there is an Israel going out and destroying a couple of the minions for that top lane as well. So they're looking to really push it out. Shin is going to be going there now as well, though, but not as much control as they had in top lane before, as they do lose that top turret. Oh, Shin with that Warmogs and with the Sunfire Ghost is crazy. He has gone for an Avarice, and he has got himself out of Zeal. He's going Static Shiv. We will see a Static Shiv on Iwobizo. Yeah, I do know it turns into a Static Shiv. I just didn't know it was Brawler's Gloves on that Avarice blade. Very sorry about that. But yes, Iwobizo is going to be going for a Static Shiv. Hasn't even finished off second level boots yet. Doesn't even afraid of anything at all. By the way, 410 as it stands to Funtimes, doing really well this game. The 46 Souls is going to be able to Arcane shift over, but it's not going to make a difference. Summoner Mikael looking to use his Ragnarok and not care about anything happening in that. But his team wasn't able to back up, and then Krasix may be able to get good out there. There goes the ult from Lalawi. Is it going to be enough? No! Actually, in the meantime, it is going to be Legendary taken down by Krasix, as he did manage to get a charge off. God, hyper charge off. I knew it was charge something. Did manage to get the hyper charge off. Did manage to pick up that kill. That was pretty intense. I can't believe he managed to pick up Legendary. He was in the middle of Lalawi's ult, and he was like, nah, not gonna kill me. It's fine. It's good. That Bloodthirster was there, but it didn't have the Black Cleaver to surpass the tankiness coming out from Krasix right now. Sorry, from Vortex's. Yeah, from Krasix. I did get that right. Krasix now has finished off. He is actually off for Warmogs. Hey, we're seeing more Warmogs, guys. League of Warmogs is happening here. It is a little bit of League of Black Cleavers, about 2 Black Cleavers in the works, but it's not as much as the League of Warmogs. Warmogs is going to be the next item on Jace, as he is looking to tank up. He has noted that Iwobizo is just too much for him to handle. And then I would really think he's going for that Black Cleaver. And if he finishes off his Trinity Force as well, he will scale really well into that late game. But that Static Shiv now on Iwobizo. I was really confused. When Static Shiv first came out, I was like, how does this thing stack? How does it work? But really, it is all in the name, people. Static. Whenever you move, whenever you do anything, whenever you take any action, it will build I think it will build 6 charges of Static Shiv, and up to 100, up to the cap of 100, it will form a static charge, which will burst onto enemy champions. It'll just explode, if you know what I mean. There's the surrender. Oh my god, Noobius Maximus is not even going to bother playing the rest of the game. 1 for 1 as it stands. Oh, there we go. Front Times is going to move on to the blue team with Noobius Maximus going back to the red team. Will they be able to take it away, though? This is a 1 for 1. Nan Kimchi is back in the game, people.